Hello everyone, we're back. Today, brief episode. Not going to do too much today, for the simple reason that, well, I don't have a lot of time. It really is that simple. But we also really, we do have a lot of things left to do. Definitely not gonna deny that. Also, sort of hard to remember what you have and haven't done, because there's nothing telling me that, since I cannot access my menu yet. Now, the first thing that we want to do, for sure, is we want to head to Khomre. And once in Khomre, we are going to finish off the Tigos that we left alive last time. I had kind of forgotten that we already went to Khomre on this playthrough. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to actually buy 99 of the toad blood she sells, because that actually lets you revive characters. And obviously, revival is insanely useful. So as you can see, our potential to kill these Tigos has increased dramatically. There's very little these Tigos can still do now. So that's good. And then every single cave basically has X amount of Tigos. So realistically, you kind of just wash through this pretty quickly. It doesn't really matter too much. The only thing is you don't actually get a notification when you, when you've got them all, so you kind of just have to go back and check every time that you think that you've really found them all. Alright, the holes are empty, so that's good. We can light this up, and I don't think there's anything in here, but there is more Tigos here. Alright, that's empty, and then there's a King Tigo here, who will die if we do that. And then I believe if we inspect this, Random will make a comment that that's kind of weird, which I fully agree with. It is weird. So we leave, we enter here, there's more Tigos here. Realistically, not that many though. I think, yeah, 2 encounters worth. And then more in this hole, which only has 1. You can light this too. Random's gonna comment that you can't jump over that, but yes you can, and that will give you 1 loonberry, whatever it's called. Lunaberry, which, you know, great, sure, whatever. We're gonna mention to this guy that we have finished his quest. So that's 1 more quest for us. And we're gonna get some gold. We also get this, which is good versus millipuffs, which, kind of interesting. Anyways, we need this, so we're gonna go here, and I'm gonna save just in case. Alright, so he's going to ask us to enlarge the gallery, which is a pretty simple quest, really. All that we have to do in order to enlarge the gallery is we have to go here. And we're just going to use the X-Blade on the wall. And after X amount of uses, Random is going to whine that his magicka has run low. So you have to go back all the way down, so that you can heal. And now, here's an annoying thing. You actually have to check, because this place has an RNG's chance of healing your magicka less. When it rains at night, if the rain animation plays, you won't heal as much as when you sleep during the day. So if you miss that and you just come back here, you might notice that you don't actually have the magicka to finish. Alright, there we go. And so now the next thing here is, these things can venom you, which is fine. I don't think Sarah can actually remove venom so far, but you can do this, the Stone Oracle. We'll come back for that later. We can find this, and then that's going to give us a quest complete, because supposedly we found this amazing thing. And we're going to leave for now. You'll see why. Once you're here, we can rest up. And Random's gonna be healed. Now its magicka isn't full, but that's fine. I did not mean to select that as my reward. Okay, I really... Oh, huh. So, that actually gave me a higher roll. That's pretty cool to know. Right, so Sarah's gonna duel him, and it's actually really easy because she can box him with the Harpy Bow. And then Sarah will get a completed quest because she did that. So, yay. Now, as you can see, that actually locks us out of... that actually locks you out of dueling him again, or fighting him. So, if you do this... I think if you fight him all together first, and don't kill him, and then you duel him with Sarah, that is also a good way to do it. Now, if you kill the Kuru, that does lock you out of a quest. So, killing the Kuru means that killing the Kuru is clearly not the completionist way to do it. Because if you do kill him, you lose out on a potential quest. So, yeah, there's that, I suppose. Anyways, now, as for the plant, we're actually going to collect it now, and this is going to be one of the most annoying sections of the game ever until we actually finish the game, because once you unearth this plant, you'll get a quest that you found and unearthed the Reeker bulb. Yay! Everyone loves the Reeker bulb. Now, luckily, as long as you sleep here, it will cleanse the poison, and then the Kuru's Blessing will make it so that you can no longer get poison from the Reeker bulb, which is great. Except it doesn't actually help you in the slightest. Because once we leave Khomre... Yep. Poison it is. Alright. Now the good thing is, once random is on 1 HP, it actually doesn't matter, and Sarah is immune to it because of the Elven Crown that we found earlier. That's what the Elven Crown is so good for. It makes Sarah immune to poison. Which is why I called it an absolutely unmissable item, because, I mean, not having it means that Sarah is, well, poisoned. I know, it sounds pretty obvious. Anyways, we're gonna continue upwards here. We're gonna sort of try and dodge everything that we face, just so that we don't get into trouble too much. Because if random takes a turn, he dies. And we don't want that. So we're gonna continue here, and we're gonna head straight onto the Path of the Damned. Now, why the Path of the Damned, you might be asking yourself. It's because the Path of the Damned is actually the way that you're going to... try and make sure that you get rid of the Reeker bulb. Or, well, at least aren't affected by it as much. So talk to this chest. This chest is going to attack us. We easily kill the chest though. We can light the torch. And now that the thing is dead, we can jump over here. Save again. And we're gonna bury her with her stuff. Alright, now for the next part, this is why I saved a couple times. Before you ask, no, I have not gone insane. I know what I'm doing. It's just... There we go. So, if you time that jump at exactly the right second, but like, it does have to be at the exact right second. But if you time it at exactly the right second, it'll actually cause you to fall down here. And then once you're down here, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. But once you heat up that place enough with that rock, and it's gonna explode, and then you're going to be in the river pit. There we go. It's going to mention that it's completely flooded, so there's not much you can do here. The only reason that you would want to do this is because potentially there's a couple items here that you can pick up real quick. But I don't even know how many there are. Not a lot, as you can see. Anyways, we're gonna leave, and we're gonna go straight back to where we came from. So all the way back to Metrolia now, out of Metrolia. Because once we leave through the bottom here, you're going to notice that Iveen has spawned right there. And Iveen is actually going to give us the Purity Ring. And the Purity Ring, which we do have to equip over the Luck Ring, sad. The Purity Ring prevents random from getting poisoned by the Reeker pulp. So, thank God, we are now immune to poison with our two main characters. So we don't suffer from that too much, at least. Now, there's other sections where you don't necessarily get poisoned, so it's fine. But, alright, next thing, we're gonna head to Namanuma, whatever. This place. This place is kind of cool. Alright, so by doing that, you actually let her run. She actually runs away. Which allows you to, well, you'll see. Basically, you want her to escape, because if she doesn't escape, well, bad stuff happens to her. Now, I don't think you can actually do anything else here. I guess you can find that healing potion, whatever. Alright, so now if you talk to the chief, they're all going to rush around us, blah, blah, blah. So the thing is, you want to be as pathetic as possible. So you want to make Sarah random beg for Sarah's help. And then because they're blah blah blah, random's gonna kill them all, blah blah blah. We're gonna get some XP. We're also gonna get unequipped, which means Sarah will have lost the Elven Crown, which is why she's taking poison damage here. Two lizards are gonna spawn, which is arguably a bit weird, but whatever. We're gonna find 501 gold there. This door is gonna be locked, but I think if you go in here, this basket wasn't there before, but now it's there. So you can go ahead, take that. That's gonna open up the town hall, and that means we're gonna get these 3 chests, which, you know, aren't necessarily anything special, but you know, it's whatever. We found 3 things. And I believe that's actually all for this village. That cat is going to run. I don't think that does anything. We can leave now in any case. Now, the thing is, after leaving, we will have a little bit more gold. And this is the one and only time that this merchant is going to appear. So what does this merchant do? This merchant sells a very rare item. You can buy the Wind Dagger. You can technically buy 2. It's going to make you a bit faster. Secondly, you can actually buy the Holy Powders, which you'll see what the purpose is. And you can buy 99 Burning Grounds. Now, the 99 Burning Grounds is very important. You'll see why, but it's very important. It is the best offensive attacking item in the game. Trust me on that one. So now that we've done the Cannibal village, we can actually head back to Khomre. And yes, I know we're like kind of jumping back and forth here, but we can go back to Khomre. And we can head down here, back into the creek, take a rest, and now here's Merolis, and Merolis is actually going to tell us that she can show us a special place if we're willing to go with her. Now, of course, we are perfectly willing to go with her. We're gonna talk here, that's going to heal us. We're gonna talk to her, that's going to be fine. That is going to be fine. Now we can go up here. We can talk to her. She's going to mention that there's a dreadful squid that we have to kill. Whoa. Whoa. Dreadful squid. Truly. Talk to her. She's going to sell some stuff, but that's irrelevant because you come in here with 0 gold anyways. So we now have to kill the dreadful squid. And we got mermaid shoes in order to not have underwater burden on us. Now, the dreadful squid is not actually that hard to deal with, depending on what equipment you come in with. The only issue is that random is really slow here. And this is one argument why you might want to go for the Kuru's reward, where he speeds random up. Because that does mean that random becomes like a little bit faster. And because he's faster... Like, I'm just debating here. Like, that is definitely a reason that you could have for going for that specific reward from the Kuru instead of the ones that I picked, instead of the one that I picked, which doesn't really do anything special. So, it's just decision making that you could, like, that could decide how you decided, okay? Now, once you're down here, you can do a lot. I should notice, or I should mention, that if you muck around here and you grab a sword, for example, the game will actually force you to lose that sword when you leave. So, you kind of got to be careful with opening the chests. Because if you open the wrong chest, you'll get the sword, and then the sword will prevent you from... well, it won't prevent you from doing anything. It's just going to lock you in, and you need then choose which sword you want to keep and which sword you're going to lose. Which is obviously not something that we want to be doing at this point. Now, there's 2 solutions for that. Solution 1, don't get the sword. Solution 2, make sure that you have the blast sword, and not another sword that we can acquire in a little bit. Because losing the blast sword isn't that relevant. You're never going to use it again, and you can just sell it anyways. Because over here is the Torrent Blade, and the Torrent Blade is a really good sword. It's less good than this one, but it's better versus fish. So you can kind of see... You can kind of see that, you know, there's a certain logic to getting this one. It's better versus fish. Now, the blast sword is better versus the normal squids, the red squids. Because I think they're just extra weak to laser, or to fire, or to whatever the blast sword is. Now, as you can see, there's not much we can do here. We can kill the King Tigos, and this sword is definitely going to help in doing that. Because on top of the poison damage, they're just going to die to it. But that's about all that we can do with this. So then we want to go here to the left so that we can go up. We want to go up, we want to go here, we want to go down. None of these respawn, so that's fine. We're going to enter this fight here. We're obviously going to easily win this fight. And then we're going to enter this place, which has the boss of this part. Now, the boss here is this squid right here. And this squid is actually not all that fun to fight. Not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna do more to it. Now, yeah, you might notice the issue here. Right. I forgot to do it again. Now, honestly, I think if you just normal attack... Alright, there we go. Don't forget to actually get the mushroom, because if you don't, well, I mean, if you don't get the mushroom, then you don't get the reward. It's that simple, really. And then you have to come back here, and then you get to enjoy, you know, all of this again. Well, not like there's any enemies here, so it doesn't really matter, but whatever. Alright, so we're gonna full heal, head up here, give her the reward, one more quest for us. And I believe now, at this point, At this point, you can go in here. And we can buy a coral shield, which is going to make random a little bit bulkier. And now we can actually venture in here, which is going to be the next big thing that we're going to do. Because there's a big bad monster that lives here. Whoa, oh no. Now the big bad monster that lives here is an enemy that we can beat. And it's not necessarily easy to beat him. I would definitely say that you require some form of leveling up in order to do it. Although I don't think it's necessary at all. The secondary issue is that in order to kill him, it's not that hard to kill him per se. But then if you kill him and he doesn't drop the reward that you want, then you kind of have to soft reset. So you have to be able to beat him consistently. Else this is going to be a gigantic drag. That being said, if he doesn't kill you, it's not the worst thing in the world. If you can easily beat him, it's pretty easy to grind it out. I guess we can get the pendant for Sarah. Oh wait, no, we can't, because that's going to make the mermaid shoes disappear. What a dumb shop. Technically speaking, you can use that shop to convert gold into equipables. We can also equip this, I suppose. Anyways, it's not like there's much special in this place to begin with. There's a couple squids, as you can see, but beyond that. Did you have to kill Marilis, though? Honestly, you know what, whatever. Let's try. Alright, so note that I did not get... Alright, we thunder numbed him. That's the first step to winning this fight, so that's good. Alright, wow, we actually got it first try. Carchacashkamer Crystal Eye. Now, very importantly, equip this, because if you don't, you lose it, right? We mentioned this earlier. Everything that you don't have equipped, you're gonna lose. So now, like I said, I actually don't have gold transfers here, but in general, it's kind of the question, is the Coral Blade better than the Blast Sword? I think so, at least. The Coral Sword is useful for this one section, though, so it's whatever. Now, we have 1,000 gold, so you can also bring the Coral Sword with you if you give it to Sarah. That's, like, another little thing. Now, what I do think is you're probably better off... the armor is worth it, at least. The coral necklace is also similarly probably worth it. So at the very least, you can equip Sarah with this. You can give her the coral necklace so that doesn't get lost. Yeah, gold doesn't transfer. Now the big thing here is that there's another thing that we can do here. We can enter here. And now, this is where it gets a little bit tedious. Because in this place, I'm actually not entirely sure exactly how it works. But, equip random with a luck ring. Very important. Equip him with a luck ring. Venture to the east. You're gonna find nothing in there, but one explosive mushroom there. That's all you can find here as far as I'm aware. Head down in here. Head down this way. Head over to the left. Head up. You can kill everything in here. It doesn't really matter too much. There's another luck starfish there. Kill these enemies. Another explosive mushroom there. This is actually going to get you an encounter against the squid, which you can just kill. and you can jump over. You can head to the left here. You can open this chest before Pirate's Dust and another explosive mushroom. And then up here, you'll find gold, and a lot of it. Now you can also, that's, I think, the only thing actually. And so we have found 19 gold bars. Now these 19 gold bars, sounds like a lot. Yeah, don't get too clingy to them. Again, I'm gonna save because I'm not sure. But yeah, equip the luck ring again. And head back. They're gonna take 1 gold bar each. And then once you come back, the chest is gonna look emptier. 11. Is that the most you can get? 11? Ugh. Alright, let me just verify what the highest amount is that you can get, right? Okay, so this says 11. This says 11. That's a 7. Alright, so 11 is the highest amount of bars that you can take away from here. So that's good. That part is right. I don't think the luck ring actually matters for this. I kept equipping it because I thought it might, but I don't think it actually does matter. So yeah, Sarah can equip that. It's actually pretty good gear for her. Now, interestingly, the best market price is either the other one. I believe it's either this one or the other lady. They have the best selling rate in the entire game. If you have the statue, they actually sell for better. So, also this guy is gone. I don't know where he went. Anyways, so we can sell our gold bars to this lady here, which means we now have 13,000 gold, which is actually a pretty good amount. Okay, there we go. So we now have a lot of gold. Summarized. So we're gonna leave Khomre, and I am sad to say that this is the last time that we need to be in Khomre, actually. We're gonna equip the Purity Ring on random for now, because otherwise we're gonna get poisoned the second that we come back here. We're gonna head up, and we're gonna head into this shop right here. We're gonna re-equip the Luck Ring real quick. And he's gonna offer us a deal for the Torrent Blade at 12,000 gold. Now if we head into his normal shop, you'll see he does not actually have the Torrent Blade in this shop. So we can ask for the deal. We're going to buy the Torrent Blade. It's going to cost us 12,000 gold. That's not a joke. But as you can see, the Torrent Blade is an insane item. It is really good. And that leaves us with the last part. The last part that we actually have to do in order to call this a completionist run. There's 2 more things that we need to do. Thing 1, we need to kill every enemy that we can kill. Reason 2, thing 2, we need to collect every possible item that we can collect, that we can reasonably collect, without leveling ourselves to like an absurd amount. So, and this is 100% serious. First of all, this guy is very easy with the Torrent Blade. Just kill him, random, does enough damage to kill him. Secondly, this will give Sarah a lot of speed. This will give Random a lot of speed. Meaning they're both a lot faster now. Now, you're better off saving for every fight. This is a chest. So this chest is going to attack you. And random can Thunder Numb it to ensure that he actually has a chance of killing it. And then we can poison him. We can poison him for the added benefit of not having to deal with it. Anyways, so we're now going to throw Holy Powders at this guy, which will deal a decent amount of damage. You can also use Burning Grounds, which also deal very good damage. Vaguely similar. Okay, that is one additional enemy killed. So we're going to revive random, we're going to drop a save. That is one additional enemy that we have successfully killed. Which is already one more than, well, you know, earlier. So once again, we're going to use Thunder Implosion. We're going to attempt to kill this guy. And we're going to attempt to use the Holy Powders to deal additional damage. We managed to Thunder Numb him, which is really good. Which means we can now, you know, follow the same strategy, basically, of using Burning Grounds. Or really just using everything that we have to kill this guy. The reason it's fine that we died, we're gonna quit out, we're gonna reload, we're gonna equip random with the Torrent Blade here. I wonder, does Heroism actually increase your speed? I don't think it does. So that doesn't really matter. We're gonna use Sarah to heal us up. There we go. We're gonna open this chest, which is going to give us a Champion's Helmet, which is gonna make random a little bit stronger still. And now we're gonna use this, and a Burning Ground to hopefully... okay, we whiffed that, so that's not good. That's not good at all. Keep in mind, we can't use that in battle. We can try and do it, but it's not gonna really do much for us. Now, it's totally okay to use Burning Grounds for this. Okay, and we actually win another fight. So far, trust me, this is actually pretty good. We've managed to clear every first fight. So we're gonna head back, we're gonna sleep. We head back, we go sleep, and we're gonna go back here. Now you'll notice the big guy up there, he actually respawns. Meaning you can grind him if you really want to. And then we have this fight. Now this fight is a little bit more difficult. Because there's obviously two chests, first of all. And second of all, there's really nothing that you can do to guarantee this win. You can definitely throw the Burning Grounds. And if Sarah unparalyzes, that's going to be good for us. But if she doesn't, we're in trouble. Okay, so there we go. Random's dead, so it's fine. We have died, but it's okay. We can just reload our save file. This guy's gonna attack us again, but that doesn't matter. What did he drop? Oh, he actually drops a Necrotear. That's actually really nice. Okay, so you can farm that for Necrotears, technically. That is good. That is good. Alright, anyways. So we're going to do the same. We're following the same logic here. Now, obviously, the fact that we failed to Thunder Numb him is not good. I don't know how much HP this thing has, so if I die, it's fine, but... Alright, so we once again died. You can also fight this guy, the Eternal Warrior. I don't know if Thunder Numbing him works. I do know that Holy Powders is definitely the way to go for some of these enemies. Please just get Thunder Numbed. I mean, I don't want to... Oh, okay, so... Okay, the Burning Grounds are really good against this one. So, you kind of do have to check, like... what variation of consumable items is better for each and every enemy. This chest is empty because we already got the luck ring that was inside of it. For this one, we're going to use the Omega Budon. And then we're just going to spam Holy Burning Grounds. Nothing guarantees that that's going to work, but it is one of the more efficient ways to deal with it. Honestly, we might even just do it this way. Wow. I did not expect that. Now, one Omega Budon should be fine. As you can see, if you get really lucky, it's not even necessary because the Burning Grounds will just deal with them. If you're lucky enough for this to for him to get Thunder Numbed. Okay, maybe I should not have done that. I admit that that might have been stupid. However, I do feel like I'm wasting my Omega Budon here because it's definitely possible to get both of these without using the Omega Budon. It's not likely because random is very likely to die. Random is very likely to die from their attack, but I don't feel like that should dissuade me from trying. Because really, Omega Budons are incredibly rare as an item. Now, I can use it. Okay, so it has 1,400 HP. Extra, so that's about, what, 2,000 HP? That's roughly what it seems that he has, right? 2,000 HP. Which means we would need roughly 6 Burning Grounds in order to kill him this way. Okay, so far so good. That last hit probably wasn't enough. Yep, okay. Okay, this does prove one thing. Random can definitely deal enough damage if he just survives to make this work on his own, so that's fine. So we're gonna go Thunder Implosion here. Oh wait, yeah, Sarah has Revive. I completely forgot about that part. Burning Ground, Lightning Speed, Thunder Numb. Okay, very good. We can use the Necrotear to revive Sarah. We did Thunder Numb them, so that's really good. Attack up on Sarah, and then we're going to use the Burning Ground. I probably could have handled that differently as well. But we won, and that's all that matters, really. Alright, so as you can see, we cleared the first part entirely. Is this worth it? No. No. No, it's not. It probably really isn't. If I'm being completely honest, it probably really isn't worth it. But, you know, if nothing else, we did it. Okay, so we're on to map 2, and sadly, I wish I could say that things got easier from here on out, but they really don't. And if there's any fight where the Omega Budon is basically a prerequisite, using it twice in this fight is basically the only way to win, I think. I don't think I've ever done this without using 2 Omega Budons. Although technically, I suppose these 2 vampires are weak enough to die to one of them. The issue isn't so much that he's not strong enough to do it. The issue is more that so that you're not fast enough to do it. Unless Coca is the one that uses the Omega Budon and the other 2 use Burning Grounds. Yeah, no, Sarah just is not fast enough to do this. Sarah just isn't fast enough. And that is very annoying because I don't actually have a way to speed Sarah up, do I? Do I have a way to speed her up further? Yeah, I didn't think so. Nor do I have a way... Wait, Becky Flowers? What does that do? Oh, lol. Okay, sure. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try and use Thunder Numb on you, a Burning Ground on you, and a Omega Budon on the rest. Now, obviously, that went great. We're just gonna use the second Omega Budon. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna fail anyways. So it really is pretty damn difficult to kill these guys. You can do it. Like, it just requires some degree of luck in order to do it. Okay, so Coca went first. Everything. Okay, this is ideal. This is literally the best RNG you could ever want. I don't think there's anything in the game that could literally make this better for you than this. Okay, so like I said, I don't think there's anything in the game that could potentially give you better RNG than that. Okay, so for the next one, we're kind of in the same spot because we do have to Thunder Numb, and we don't have the material to Thunder Numb, obviously. So I'm just letting myself die for the free heal. Now, you could walk back, but I don't feel like it. Also, we're gonna go ahead. So we've steadily been clearing most of Metrolia. It's not easy. Keep in mind you can farm this guy every single time. Honestly, you can just farm this guy this way. It's also one of the easiest things to farm because you can just walk in and out, and it's a nice little loop-de-loop. You can just keep doing this as many times as you like. Although the rates of him dropping that necro tier are pretty low. I don't even know if he can do it a lot of times in a row, or whether he can even drop it multiple times. It would not be the only enemy in the game that can only drop a weapon once, and then a self-switch turns it into a technically different encounter with the same name. I don't think it's the case, but it's not impossible either. Alright, so as you can see, most of these enemies don't respawn, by the way. Like, that is kind of the big deal about them, right? They don't respawn, so you don't have to fight them multiple times at least. Alright. Metalist Curse, attack up, and Holy Powder, here we go. There we go. Alright, now I think at least one of these chests is another fake. Nope, okay. So the second one only has a hero cream. Obviously a hero cream is still pretty damn good, but, you know, it's not as good as anything else, so. Alright, so, okay, random did not survive. It's pretty simple, really. If random doesn't survive, you might as well just quit out. It's done anyways, like, you know. Random needs to Thunder Numb this guy exactly, otherwise this one is completely impossible. Possible? Yes. Likely? No? Yep, okay, there we go. If he had used Gloomy Veil again there, I would have been fine. That's kind of the deal. Like, if you use Gloomy Veil there and you survive that, then he kind of just dies straight up. But whatever. Okay, burning ground, burning ground, burning ground. One thing you do want to watch out for is you want to be careful that you don't accidentally run into a second fight after an RNG based fight, because there's nothing more discouraging than realizing that you have to do it again. Alright. So, I don't know what attempt we're on exactly, and it doesn't... Why did I defend? I did not want to defend. I wanted... That was literally the best possible RNG, and it failed because I accidentally defended. That is very sad. Now, I can use lightning speed, I just don't think it does that much. Okay, so I'm going to assume it would have failed. It would have failed anyways. Now this fight is like pretty big RNG, but it's literally the same kind of RNG as it was last time. So realistically speaking, it just means that you have to try a couple times, and eventually it'll probably work. I'm actually not sure if Wrath means that you're guaranteed for them to attack with normal attacks, that actually sounds pretty decent for the chest and pretty bad for the other guy. So we're just gonna keep lobbing Burning Grounds on them. Honestly, I wonder what anti-wave does. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Cool. So we have 15 more minutes on the clock for today. The question is, what are we gonna do about this? Are we gonna continue? Now, this is the last thing that we have to do in this place. So, if he had done literally anything else, that would have been fine. I mean, I feel like that was a pretty good attempt, at least. I mean, no, it was a horrible attempt, but you know. Yeah, Burning Grounds. There we go again. The exhaustion he inflicts is honestly the most annoying thing. And I don't have a single item that protects against it right now, so that's not an option either. Now, I refuse, basically. Honestly, I might just focus him first, because he does seem to have the more annoying set of skills, to be entirely honest. I mean, I feel like that was a bit long for an attempt. I didn't think that was... Oh, well, we sort of escaped, but it doesn't matter too much since we do want to kill these anyways. I don't want to escape. I've settled on using one Omega Budan to handle this. They got Thunder Numbed, so that's good. There we go. Okay. So that is another one of these fights cleared. Now that was a bit of an annoying one because I kept getting RNG'd there, but okay. You'll notice that this one is versus another one of these chests. Now I could Thunder Numb this one, but then I would have to go and heal up. You can also ground lock these, is the thing. With Oni. So it's not as important. Also, I don't know why he was able to just counter there. Or just attack there. Usually when they break free from stuns, they can't do that. Okay, so that gives us one recovery spray, which is obviously a terrible reward, but you know. Okay. So, joy oh joy, Holocaust rates. And we are now discussing an entirely different game. Because Holocaust rates, contrary to basically everything else here, don't really have a skill that lets you survive. They have you know, they can smash your head in, and they can smash your head in, and they can smash your head in. But they don't really have anything that, like, yeah, they can use that. Exactly that one skill, Gas Shape, is the exact skill that they can use that does not kill you. They can also use Exhaustion, and you can pray that you don't die to it. Now, a more realistic thing to do is to just, really just dodge those, guys. Holocaust rates are awful. He's defending. Now, if you're wondering, I did say Burning Ground is an insane item, and you're maybe wondering why I'm wasting them like crazy. It's because I don't care about the Burning Grounds, because if you're high level enough, they're fine. You don't need them if you're high level enough. You only need them if you don't know what you're doing, and then they can definitely be one of the single most important things in the game. Anyways, that's going to give you the Oxygen, a Morning Dew, and a Seed Pendant. And then over here, they're actually going to comment that you should probably not continue because it's too insane, or whatever. Sadly, none of these rings speed you up, so it doesn't really help you. And also, these things are now in your way to leave. Now, over here we see this is only one Holocaust raid, right? Only one. Can we ground log these things? I don't think we can, but we can try. Now, the funny thing is, we've used 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you can see, exactly 6 of those sometimes kills them. Well, it's actually 6 and like a very minute amount of chip damage. It's not exactly 6. Because the very minute amount of chip damage is actually required. It's not something that you can just hope to ignore. But, you know. Now, the issue is we're kind of stuck here because these guys are going to attack us every single time. Alright, so that is good. Now, if they could just do that one more round, like if they could just like go for it again, or, you know. Yeah, no. We were close though. That was really close. If we had gotten lucky there, we would have been fine. But we did not get lucky. You can't expect to get too lucky either, so it doesn't matter much. But yeah, we're probably gonna need to redo this first fight every single. I just used the wrong. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They used the one skill that really leaves you with no chance whatsoever. If they use Holocaust, you're dead. Like there's nothing you do about Holocaust being used. Also, the issue with ground block is just exactly this. Whilst most other skills kind of okay, so we did get away from them, so we could save. This gives you the Obsidian Shield, and I think this one is another one of these. So, yeah, not having mana is starting to really annoy me. Okay, there we go. That gives us a mithril drop, so still not like the best drop in the game, but you know. Okay, so now at this point, yeah, there's not much else to do. Like, there's literally just these guys. Is it possible? Yes, probably. See, the skills they used here, for example, are kind of ideal for what we're trying to do. But then he uses Holocaust anyways, and yeah, I mean, okay. So this was a very good attempt in the sense that we actually got really close this time. And if you can get them to use their worst skill, so to speak, every single time, which would require... I don't think this... Yeah, this doesn't do more. We can sit around here and try a little bit longer. Okay, that's 1 gas shape, so that's 3 holy powders done. 4. Okay. 1 more attempt, and otherwise I'm gonna leave it for another time. Alright, I'm gonna leave it for another time. Cheers.